Well, that's me, happy to see some snow. I am Macias Silvestre, and today I'll bring you from Slovenia to Belgrad in Serbia. Together, let's get ready for a nice ride. But first, let's pack this camp, and today there is no option to leave with the dry equipment. During my night, I could hear something falling on my tent, and I could have guessed that there were a bit of snow. But waking up to these 20 centimeters in the morning was absolutely amazing. I was literally like a child getting out of my tent and discovering that much snow. I've been waiting for it for about 25 days now, and I cannot contain my happiness on this morning. I am so excited.
This is day 27 and I finally got some snow. Yeah, there's gonna be some wet things today, including my tent, which is completely wet. But I have to do my Japanese course at lunch, so I'll try and find a place where I can dry it. That's it. I will take a few shots of snowy roads. I already had a quick fall this morning, nothing bad, it's okay. But yeah, have to be careful, that's for sure. Alrighty, right then, on we go.
That wet equipment wasn't much of a problem. After a few hours riding in the snow, I had to stop for my Japanese course. I stopped at a shopping mall and asked to a waitress if while having a coffee I could spread my stuff to dry. She very generously agreed to my request, and this shopping mall being a big place, I disturbed nobody while spreading my stuff around, and the dry atmosphere of the place allowed me to dry my equipment after only an hour and a half and leave with the dry equipment ready for the next night. Stop for another 2 hours on the next day in case there were snow again. I did find myself some shelter for this night, but this one had another problem.
Alright. I'll do you a little tour of what was my little hotel for the night yesterday. Well, that was obviously not the place that I could stay at. I think it was an old, it was a place where they used to be doing some booze. Can actually see. Yeah. Damn, Mary boy.
And I did found my space. I'm not sure we're gonna see so much, but I was here, and it's been completely flooded during the night. There were like this much of water, but in the whole room. So I woke up a bit cold and wet. So that's where I've been spreading all of my stuff around here, and now it's drying. My shoes are also quite wet, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Now it's time to pack. It's already late. I have 75 kilometers to do for today to reach Zagreb, where I'm gonna have a warm shower host. Dora is having me for the night, and that's amazing of her. And yeah, I had a good little breakfast already. When you have time to chill, you have time to eat. Yeah? So I will probably leave around noon, and yeah, gonna push it straight to Zagreb. Nice one. I've had a lovely winter day yesterday, snow and everything. That was beautiful, really beautiful. And now I guess it's letting some space to the sun. And funnily enough, I've passed a kind of hill at 400 meters. And right after this hill, everything was green, as if the snow just didn't get there. That was quite funny. A big change of scenery in just a top of hill. Hi. We're on a nice climb to start the day. I've done a shy 25 kilometers, but I got up very late today. Whew. Is it a very good idea to be talking while doing this climb? Yeah, I found a room yesterday. I mean a room. Some ruins that I thought would be a good idea to not get eventually covered with snow if it was snowing this night. But instead of being wet by the top, I was floated by the floor. Water's been raising under my tent during the night, and yeah, it took us solid 2 hours to dry everything. First had to get it all out of the room. I had to run after my tent because it started to flow away at some point while I was doing my coffee. I just heard it and found it 50 kilometers further. Yeah, I could run to warm up, and now I'm on my way to Zagreb, Croatian capital, and yeah, Slovenia is beautiful. Even more under some snow. I mean, I've been there for kayak when I was 14, which is now 15 years ago. Fuck. So it's a very different landscape than what I remember. Landscape no, but vision of it, and this nice little white coat. And yeah, I'm probably gonna be living it in a little bit to arrive in Croatia, where Dora, my warm shower host for the night, is gonna greet me. And here is where drama almost happened.
Obviously there is snow. I must do some nice shots with the drone, and I decided of an annex road, a tiny path, where I thought I could get some nice image. So I put it on follow, and starts to follow me. I'm going up, so I'm as well struggling with keeping the bike straight as trying to fly the drone. I have the remote control on my handlebars. It's quite doable, but it's easier when you don't have to climb and you can sort of let yourself go. But that wasn't the case. So by the time I just pay attention to a car which is coming in front of me, I realized in one small instant, when I looked down to the RC control, radar control again, that the drone was on the floor. It fell because it didn't see some branches that was coming. It should be automatic fly and it should see it, but I mean, it's not 100% accurate. So exactly at the same time that there's a car coming towards it, I make it big sign, I'm like, no, and the dude stopped like 3 meters away from the drone, and I can't get it back on the floor. It was like a turtle on its roof, and yeah, fuck, I had nothing. I think it fell from something like 4 meters, something like this. So yeah, very lucky that it's safe and no damage on it. There's just one of the spins that's got a tiny damage, but I have some replacement. So yeah, a big scare.
So Zagreb was from far, since the beginning of this trip, the harshest capital to enter in. Compared to Vienna and Prague, where I could just enter by following the cycling lane, in this city I had to fight with the cars, elbow to elbow, and arriving in the rush hour, I could feel a little bit of pressure and had to be extra cautious. I stood with Dora and her mom for an incredible warm shower experience again. I discovered a lot of traditional food, which most of was homegrown or forage, or even some sausage, which the meat was hunted by the neighbor and prepared by this very same person. The next day I had to hit the road again, but I enjoyed a little city tour before that. I cannot say that the whole city is beautiful, but they surely have a wonderful center town.
On en est où? On en est au jour 28, day 28, le month in a few days. So yeah, I'm trying to find a space. I'm in Croatia, in the rural area. Here I am, almost dark, almost night, and trying to find a space. So when it's like that, basically, I'm just waiting for like the perfect house. Or it's funny how I don't know if it's to have a roof, if it's to win a few degrees. I don't know if it's just human to be like, okay, I feel good with a roof on top of my head, even though I have my tent. But yeah, and it's also a bit exciting to find something like a little house and discover something inside and what's happening in there. So yeah, otherwise there's not so much wind, weather's not bad. So I'm just gonna put it planted somewhere.
Tonight on the menu, risotto with cashew nuts, speck, and sauté sausages. That should be a nice one. I'm gonna add some apple, and I'm gonna saute with some beer instead of wine because I didn't carry any wine. I have an amazing place to stop at tonight. If that wasn't for that barking dog and it's gonna keep like this all night, that would be the best night. That would be the best night. I'll show you quickly around. Look at this. I don't even need my tent tonight. It's still drying. And yeah, I've been already making the best out of the place. Drying the tent. Could even be cooking here. And this is amazing. There we go. bit more. That's just great. Up. Okay. Okay. This goes back there. Up. Not even sure I'm gonna manage to cook the rice with this amount of wood. If I wait too long to caramelize them, I'm probably not gonna have enough to actually cook my rice. So yeah. It's gonna be time to add the rice. Blah. Okay.
This morning I woke up on my little shelter and found out that my mobile managed to cross the border without me. I received a message from my mobile operator telling me that I was 60 euro out of forfeit, a loss of money that I would have gladly avoided. I arrive in Gradiška. I'll stop for lunch and enjoy some Wi-Fi and plan my route through Istanbul. Due to the loss of the advantage I have with my SIM card in this only country over Europe, change of currency that would have cost me money, and mostly 30 more hours passing through Bosnia to reach Istanbul than compared to Croatia, I decided to leave Bosnia and go back to Croatia to arrive to Serbia. I'm sure there's a lots of beautiful things to discover in this country, but it's gonna have to wait for the next time. I am back to the other side of the border with a bit of sun, or at least a beautiful sky, and that's way enough to make me a happy man.
Some beautiful sky tonight. I've had most of my last evenings with some thick fog, so not much to enjoy of a sunset. And tonight is quite nice. Finally, I mean, I'm not very difficult, as you can see, but there's pieces of blue sky, and there's some nice little shiny lights. I love it. I love it.
Ah, ils m'ont offert une tomate. J'ai vraiment douté hier pour faire des shortcuts, aller direct.
All right. Happy anniversary. It's been 1 month. I'm on the way. Feeling so good so far. What can I say about this month? It hasn't always been warm. I woke up with like -6 degrees this night, and I guess I'm gonna have a few more cold nights. My cooking in Dubai is getting a bit better. I kind of gave up on the instant noodles to start and cook a little bit more, like normal pasta, rice that I'm mixing with some sausage, spices, and other little things. So far, no pains. Not too much pains, but I'm not pushing it as much as I could have done on the first days. I'm taking it easy. I'm now in Croatia. I will reach Serbia in a few days, and Turkey in a bit more than this. So yeah, quite happy about how everything's going so far. And yeah, not so much people met on the way, because I don't know if it's because I really don't feel lonely so far, and I'm just happy to be riding on my bike and doing my camping life. I guess at some point I'm gonna feel this little loneliness, which is gonna bring me to people a bit more than what I could have done so far. I've had a few hits in warm shower experiences. They were all great, honestly, as much as Ella on the first stop in Vienna, which were the first warm shower hosts that I had. They were too busy to be staying with me, so they just let me their flat for 2 days to rest and dry and get back from my food intoxication. Second experience has been in Graz, south of Vienna, with this student chill house where they were all very, very kind and all into sports, outdoor, camping. So yeah, good talks around the table. And my third and so far last warm shower host, which was Dora and her mom, where I had an experience, great experience with them. I've discovered a few nice traditional food. We had some great talk around the table. They were both very, very cool. An artistic mom, very lively, and a more adventurous girl, which were both very, very, very cool. So yeah. What more about this month? I've started to get chased by dogs since I'm in Croatia, and I think that's not gonna go much less on the next country. So I'm gonna have to find my way to deal with those guys. I love dogs. I usually get along very well with them, but since I'm on the bike, I feel like they don't have the time to feel that I'm a dog-friendly person, and I didn't stop so far to tell them. All good for this 1 month on the road, and many more to come. With I hope more food experiments and more people meeting experimentation. That's gonna be main point of the next month, I guess. Yeah, that wouldn't be too much to hope for.
For the occasion, I treat myself with a burger. This was in Slavonski Brod, in Spas restaurant, where the owner was very funny. He did put me in guard of the Serbian hospitality. At this point, I didn't know what to expect, and I was not deceived.
Look at the blue sky! So nice! I think it's been 2 weeks, at least, since I had such a clear sky. That's really nice. Is that the smell of spring? I don't know, but I feel like sprouting. Oh, silly. C'est la folie cette route, c'est la folie! On passe tous comme des gros bâtards! Ils sont pressés de rentrer à la maison, je crois. Mais, jolie luminosité. On notera. Elle me manque, ma perche. Je suis sûr que ça vous manque de regarder mon cul. Bon, j'arrête. Ok.
This night I stopped next to a football stadium and enjoy a wonderful sunrise. The next day, I allowed myself a little detour to the Serbian border as I stumbled across some sign showing that there were some touristic activity in a near village, Vukovar. Aiming for the sunset and some nice shots, I'll stop in a Queen M restaurant owned by 2 women to charge my batteries and have a wonderful sandwich. I then rushed to the church and didn't regret my choice.
Day 33 of the adventure. I am right behind a tractor which is going 90 km/h. I had some headway. It is perfect. I'm in Serbia. I enter by a city called Sid. It's my nickname. Just with a Y, but yeah. And I had to stop for my Japanese course. I went to one of the only places that had a Wi-Fi and charged my mobile, had a sandwich, a beer. I stayed there for like 2 hours and a half. And as it's time to pay, I give my money to the waitress that was cared about me, and the owner was next to her, and she asked them to give me my money back. I was quite not understanding why, like, and she's just as simply as, because you're cycling, aren't you? I'm like, yeah, but, yeah. And like, yeah, so I give it to you. Fucking amazing. I think it's my 11th country, something like this. And it's the very first time that someone has a spontaneous act of kindness towards me. And that was very, very warming. Really loved it. I didn't really know what to say. Apart from taking her many, many times, giving her my visit card, and doing a little thank you video on my story. I think she went straight to follow my page. So she's seen it. And yeah, very generous act. Thank you so much to that woman again. Alright, what's happening? It's always a fun thing to come with my petrol bottle to gas stations. I did one a kilometer ago. I made the mistake of taking diesel a few days ago. It just doesn't work properly, like or at all. I didn't manage to make it work. I tried to light a fire with it, and even that didn't work. So I just thought that it's shit, and I'm not using diesel anymore. Oh, how many fucking cars is there? Wow. I'm supposed to be on that road. Okay. Let's go. So yeah, last gas station, I go there. I see Ep.3. I'm like, that's not diesel, it must be a fuel samplon 95. That must be it. I go to the dude and I'm like, that's what I want. He's like, no. Well, then I'm trying to translate fuel or petrol. He's like, no. I think he just didn't want to sell it to me. Thinking that I did it, or that I wanted it for free, I don't know. So I just went to this other one, asked for the dude to petrol, and he pointed me to the same thing as I was expecting to get at the previous one. As is, there's this. That's it. Les jolis couchers de soleil, les couchers de soleil. Eh ben il sera toujours dans mon dos.
This is not really a time to ride anymore, but I'm getting as close as possible to Belgrad, as I have a call tomorrow for lunch. I am out of the tent for sunrise and leave the camp super early. But the weather had another plan for me than reach Belgrad for lunch.
Fucking wind. I had 60 kilometers to do to Belgrad, but I had 3 hours to do it. I left so early this morning, I was so happy. But I'm fighting with the wind. Advance, I'm going at 13 kilometers average compared to the 20 that I'm supposed to do. It's driving. Fuck. We've met the point where I started shouting at the wind. Spoiler alert, it doesn't work. Yeah, you can see through those, it's not bamboos, roseau, I don't know how to say roseau in French. Is it even roseau? I'm not sure. Yeah, you can see those guys. They're struggling as me. Lucky for them, they don't go anywhere. Oh fuck. The funny part is that I'm having the wind from this way, I think, and in 3 kilometers I go precisely this way. I've had it a tiny head side since the beginning, and from these guys I can see I'm gonna have it straight in the face in a few kilometers. I'll be in cities a bit more, so hopefully it's gonna cover me a little bit. Fuck. Oh fuck me. Alright, so that's me dying of the wind, stopping for a can of sardine and a piece of bread. Old dude pass. Fuck, I love Serbia. Maybe I'm gonna stay there. This old dude passed with his bike. I don't know if he heard me kind of loudly expiring, exulting while sitting on the bank. And he came back. I'm not sure he went shopping. He had probably 2 cans of Pepsi. And he just gave me one of them. with a big smile, like, fuck, Serbian people are so nice, it's amazing, amazing.
I arrived in Belgrad after a puncture, and the person I was supposed to call is so sick that he cannot reach me. I am exhausted from this morning, and it's been 11 days that I ride straight. It's €8 for a night, so I decide to stop in a hostel for the night. I jump under the shower and go enjoy a little city tour.
Switch to go! Day 36, arrival in Belgrad under rough conditions. Apart from the wind, I had this puncture that arrived right at the wrong time. I had a call which was supposed to happen at 2 and which actually didn't happen. I don't know exactly why. The person that was supposed to call had some problems. I hope nothing bad. Every kilometers council count to double today. Fuck, I'm losing my speech. So I had a lunch waiting for this call that never happened, and then I've been fuck you. I've been checking on the options that I had. I had no warm shower, the labeling here, so I took the cheapest room in a hostel that I could find to have at least a warm night, because otherwise it was 20 more kilometers to get out of the city, and it's very windy again today. So yeah, it's been 11 days that I ride straight since Graz. I don't know in terms of kilometers how much it is, but enough to need a warm rest and laundry. I really needed to do laundry. I was stinking. Oh, yeah. It's 6:30. I went for an early wake, and we are at Sava Temple in Belgrad. I wanted to make my drone flight, but it's actually quite windy and I don't really want to risk it, so we'll see if it comes down at some point. But yeah, here we are. Funny part is I had some struggle falling asleep because there were a few dudes getting ready for their Saturday night party, and they kept on coming in and out the room for like an hour and a half or so, passing by 30 times in the room, and yeah, they came back at 5 when I woke up. Yeah, English lads always up for a big party, huh? On day. But yeah, to each their life. I was getting ready to have an early wake up and try to enjoy some sunrise, but okay, we'll see how the light's coming at the end. Yeah, I woke up fresh. Actually, I had maybe like 5 hours. One of the things is, I stopped smoking pot since I started to pass borders in Bosnia and Serbia. So yeah, waking up fresh after 5 hours, that's one of the advantage of it. And I can recall my dreams now. I had a dinner with Jackie Chan yesterday and we had fugu together. That I can recall. And I also met one of my favorite mechanic bike YouTuber guy. Not with my current bike actually, with one of my very first one that the dream is born on. And yeah, I woke up just before he helped me fixing a problem on my current bike. Yeah, but random, but it's actually cool to remember your dreams. I knew it was one of the advantages because that's what happened. Oh, ugly. That's what happened to me already on my very first bicycle trip. When I stopped smoking at some point, I had very clear dreams. One that I can the most remember of is dreaming of my old dog, which fought the lion for me, and she died in my arms, and I woke up crying. That was such a real dream. That was really strong, and that's one of the most beautiful dreams I had on this trip.
dreaming of some that are gone already and holding them in your arms a last time. And that was very, very deep. I loved it. So yeah, bye to Hash, hello again to dreams and fresh early wake up.
And that's it for Belgrad, and in a few hours I'll hit the road again. Thanks a lot for coming to the end of that video covering 2 weeks of my trip from France to Japan to go to work as a chef. Hit the like button and leave a little comment if you liked or didn't like that video, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.